Hey there! Today we are going to be making a card, a greeting card. Who doesn't love to get snail mail that's not bills, right? So parents, here's some supplies that you'll want to gather along with your kiddos. Go gather them up. I have some different color construction paper. I'm going to make a green card, but if you don't have that color or don't like that color, pick whatever base color you want for your card to be. And then I am going to have a white mama hen, and I'm going to have a yellow chickie, and I am going to have pink hair today instead of red, the little thing that's on top of their heads. And then some orange paper for the little beaks. Now, some of this paper would be perfect if you just had little scraps because we don't need big pieces. But my paper will become scraps, right? Okay, so first thing I need is my base color, the actual greeting card. All right, so my base color is going to be green. Now, the inside of your card could be green as well, or what you could do, I'll be right back, is grab a sheet of copy paper, I'm back, and use that for the insides of your card. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, okay? So put that up there. I'm going to get me a little piece of tape so I can tape this up here so you guys can see how I'm working. All right, so get this up here for you. Okay, another thing that you're going to want is something to draw with, probably a pencil. That way if there's oopsies, you can erase. A cup that is not bigger than the front of your card, okay, that has a base that's smaller than the mouth part, okay, so the base is smaller than the top, right? And my card is set horizontally so that it opens up this way because I'm going to put my two chickies side by side. Then you may want some color markers, you may want color pencils, you definitely need some scissors and some glue, and then something kind of fine point to write with, whether it be a Sharpie or a pen or a fine tip marker, something like that, okay? So there we go. Curl that under a little. All right, maybe. It doesn't want to lay down. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we can make mama hen. So I'm going to put the cup on here. Parents, if you want to hold this still for your kids, they can use a pencil to trace around. I am going to use a marker so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. There we go. So we got that traced, and we will cut it out. Now, in order to cut, remind your kiddos that their thumb goes in the top and their fingers go in the bottom oval hole. I know that sounds silly, but kids will flip their hand upside down like this, okay? Or they flip the scissors completely around. Now, I put my cup all the way in the corner of my paper instead of the middle so that I can use this paper, the rest of it, the scraps, for a future project, okay? And I always try to hold on to some scraps so that way when I'm doing little projects like this, I don't have to use whole pieces. So if you just start your little scrap box, then you can use those for future projects. Okay, so we have our circle, our mama hen. I'm going to set that aside. Next, we've got to make baby hen. Baby is smaller than mama, so mama was the mouth, baby will be the base. And it doesn't have to be a clear cup like this, just something you have in your kitchen, okay? And again, baby will go in the middle. Parents, hold that cup for your kids. Trace around. I'm tracing with a marker so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to have to close off my lines. I could not get to all the areas. Okay, so we're done with our cup over there. We can set it aside or go put it away where it belongs. And then we will cut out our chickie. So I like to turn the paper as I cut, keep my thumb on top, my fingers on the bottom, keep my other hand away from the scissors so we don't have any oopsies, and just sort of spin that paper as I make little chomps with my scissors. Okay, so now we have mama and baby, but those don't really look like chickies yet. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fold in half and give a little pinch about in the middle. Then I'm gonna fold in half the other way, give a little pinch in the middle, and I'm not completely folding it, I'm just folding it a little bit. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along that fold in the middle towards the center, and I am going to fold her little chicken wing flap down like that. Okay, same thing on this guy. Fold, gentle crease, fold, gentle crease, and I am going to cut on that gentle crease to the middle. And because I folded it this way and this way, I know where the lines cross, that's where the middle is. And then I'll fold this little chickie wing down. So this little chickie went to market. Just kidding, that's Piggy. Okay. So now I have Mama Chickie and Baby Chickie. Okay, so I've got to get my glue stick out. And I don't ever want to just put glue on the paper because you don't exactly know how much to put, right? So instead, I put glue all the way around the edge. And this is the top of my chickie head. This is the wing. My chickie's facing that way, so it's going to get glued on. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Same thing. Glue, glue, glue. Kind of looks like Pac-Man, doesn't it? Okay. Flip this over, and then this one's wing is on the other side, and this chickie is facing that way. Okay. And then I'm going to glue them about even. Doesn't have to be perfect. You can glue it straight, or you could glue it where the chickie's kind of like it's looking up at the mama, so it's curved. This angle is curved a little. Okay, there. Now I need 2 little beaks, and so I can use my body to kind of judge about the size to make them. And this paper is way too big, so I'm going to trim this down just a smidge because I don't need any big old beaks, right? Okay, this way I can kind of judge about the size to make that beak, and about the size, whoop, to make that beak. Okay, I'm going to cut right inside the Sharpie line because I don't want to see it, but you could cut right on the outside of the Sharpie line if you wanted to see it. And you could draw your chickie's mouth open, you can make it close like I have it, you could draw a line across the middle if you want to so it looks like it would open and close. And then we'll put a little bit of glue, just rub it just like that right on the glue stick. Peel that off, glue it on, rub, 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 peel it off. Glue it on. There we go. Now, I'm going to chop me a little piece of this pink off. I just chopped me a little piece of pink, and we want to give our chickie or our mama hen some hen hair, right? So, I am going to make a curve line, curve line, curve line. I don't want to see my black line. I only did it in black so y'all can see. So I'm going to cut right inside. Be very careful with this part. No snipping your fingers. Go. Ooh, that's tricky. It's so small. There. Okay. Then we put some glue on this. Just rub it on your glue stick. There we go. And then put it on like that. All right. So now we have Mama and Baby, and we need to draw the baby eyes. A little circle and eyelashes maybe. Maybe put a little line on the beak. Little line on the beak. Circle. Circle. Highlight. Eyelashes. And then we need some little chicky legs. Chicky, chicky, chicky. Okay, kind of like that. And then if you wanted to, you could create like a little bit of texture on their wings. Little visual texture there. Okay. And then I don't want to leave it quite here, so I am going to draw some lines down here on my grass like it is, like they're standing in the grass, right? You could even draw like some eggs in the grass, or you could color a sky, whatever you want to. I could do like some little flowers down in here maybe. I'm just doing some little squiggly squiggles for my flowers. Do some of those purple ones that kind of grow like that. Construction paper crayons work amazing when you're trying to color on top of construction paper. I love them. I just didn't get them out for this project. So if you have them, you could use them. Or color pencils, anything you want to add to this to make it your very own. So this is the front of our Chicky card, and because we cut and folded these over, they look a little three-dimensional, right? Okay. You know what? I kind of feel like maybe I should go ahead. There, and divide the beak so they got a little smile. Okay, so I said we would come back to the inside, right? If you wanted to, you could write directly inside your card. Write you a message, make sure and sign your name. My parents like it when the date is on things, so you could put the date on there and call it good. But I will warn you, if you do it on this top part, which is actually the back of the cover, it could bleed through depending on what you use. So what you could do is on a separate sheet of paper, let me take this down just for a moment. Okay, on a separate sheet of paper, you could totally make almost like a whole separate piece of art, right? You could make a cute little card that says, you know, happy Easter. Or happy spring. And, you know, write a little message. I love you so, so much. Have a happy, like a bunny, right? Happy day. Love. And then you sign your name, right? And then we don't leave this like it is. You got to color it in. You can't just leave it plain Jane because that's boring. So you got to color in. You could even add some decorations around the edge or the background. So we get all of these colored in. You could color them in different colors. Whatever. Float your boat. And you don't have to do these big bubble letters or block letters. I should probably do a whole lesson on how to make those. Got a couple tricks about making bubble letters and block letters to make it more helpful. You know, you can just put in your own message using your nice own handwriting and just make it big. And maybe make the tops and bottoms of your letters have little swirly swirls on them or something, okay? So you make this your very own special note to your very own special person. And then you can put it in the mail. Or put it on their porch. You could tape it to their front door. And then when they find it, they will be so excited. Now I'm coloring rather fast. You guys are going to take your time. Color pretty. Maybe make your letters all cool and decorated. Whew. Where's your arm out coloring hard and vertical, right? You know, maybe you want to draw some Easter eggs on there, or maybe you want to make a pretty little border around the edge, some kind of cool design. So you can have fun with this project, and you will be making somebody's day so special because they'll know that you are thinking about them and that you care about them, because kindness rocks and kindness does matter, and what goes around comes around, right? Okay, so now I take this middle, carefully take that off. I'm going to flip it over, put my glue all on there, put it on real good. You want these glue sticks to stick good, but if you're using liquid glue, a little dab will do you. Just a dot, not a lot. Okay? We open this up. We kind of center it. The copy paper will be a little smaller. Oop, my board just wants to go everywhere. My copy paper is going to be smaller than the construction paper, so that's kind of cool because now it looks like it's got an extra border around it. And then carefully fold it in half. And we have our great greeting card. I love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this cute little project, and I hope that you have a very happy Easter. Thanks, guys. I enjoyed doing this with you, and I cannot wait to make some more art.